Or how do you need to realize that you are the lighthouse for yourself and so many others? There is someone out there that wakes up every day and smiles because you're alive, or wakes up every day to see what you have to say, even if it's to be mad. Like, there are people that will wake up every day just to see if you've made it through another night. You know what? If you want to spend so much time watching that keeps you going every day, I'll keep showing up. Even if it's for you to say, like, I don't know, miracles are coming. Miracles are coming. Be willing to be open, receptive. Hello, how are you? Hold on. Okay. What's going on tonight, guys? Hope you're doing well. I was feeling a little sleepy. Wow. Awesome. Hope the day treated you well. Okay. What were you painting on the longboard? Say, Davy. Okay. I'm going to pull from some angel answers. Let's see if there's any answers that pop out. I am Lara Joe, SirenSong lover. Let's see. I was busy all day long. It was a busy, expensive day, and those are sad days. They're also good days, but anyway, thank you for asking. Let's see, what is the answer that we need to know right now? Let's just pause. Take a breath in. All right, blow it out. Very cool. That is a very amazing longboard to paint. Were you painting it for me? I'm just kidding. Don't ever put me on a longboard. Okay. Take another big breath in. I want you to focus on a question. We are going to pull an answer. Take a big breath in. What is the question and the answer you need to know? Ooh. Compromise. How do you need to start being willing to look at what other people want, need, desire in this situation, not just what you want, need, desire? Okay. Maybe we need to be compromising. All right. Let's see if there's any other answers in here. So, if it's not the sexy armor, what does that look like then? All right, choose a new direction. If things are not going the way you would hope they would go, choose a new direction. Be willing to pivot. The biggest thing with everything and everyone and the whole environment with the world right now is you've got to be willing to evolve with the situation and be dynamic in the moment. All right. Let's see if there's any other cards in here. Okay. Whatever you want the yes or no to, the answer is yes. Whatever you've been hoping, wishing, wanting, the answer is yes. So what does your heart want? What would make you happy? Oh, I love that it's Joan d'Arc that you mentioned, because that's a beautiful synchronicity for me. All right. Where do you want to move to? Let's see what the answer is. So you want to move. Look for a sign in regards to moving. You're going to need to look for a sign. Where in the West do you live? And whatever Whatever direction you're wanting to go, the answer is no. So you'll have to make that fit where it fits. If it doesn't, don't make it sit. Okay, so the whole thing with tarot, though, it is meant to make you feel empowered. Just because it's a no right now does not mean that it's a no forever. Sometimes you have to wait for pieces, players, and positions to be like cleared or moved to be able to hit the next phase. So don't always fret, my friend. It can be just a temporary pause before something even greater happens. All right. Within the next few weeks, you're going to be receiving some news that may change the trajectory. Within the next few weeks, you'll be receiving some news that may change the trajectory of your path. Okay. We're in Michigan and we're in Nevada. Just being snoopy. No, Nevada's... I lived in a neighboring state and we used to go to Vegas, and Nevada is just... Whew. Okay. You moved from Michigan. Well, Michigan. Okay, so here's the thing. You have to be the hippie, and then the hippies will come to you. So if you want a hippie in the desert, become the hippie in the desert. Come on now. Why move to the desert? Nevada's miserable, man. All right. Ask for help from others. When you cannot figure out the solution for yourself, ask for help from others. Don't be afraid. What do you do for work? If you can talk about it, if you don't want to, that's fine too. Meditation brings answers. So whatever clarity you need, use that beautiful Hermit Virgo energy and go into meditation. Sit with God or whatever your source is, whatever your answer provider is. Meditation brings answers, so sit with that source. Okay. Nevada's a beautiful place for running a solar power plant. I don't know anything about that. I don't know if you're pulling my leg. Even if you were, it wouldn't really matter. Okay. My name is Lara Jo, SirenSong lover. Just pulling the card or two. Yeah, no, Nevada does suck. Like I say, I've had my own experiences with Nevada, which I could write a whole freaking book about. Not really, maybe that's over dramatic, but yeah. Michigan's not spectacular either, friend. I don't know which is the lesser of two evils, Michigan or Nevada. We moved from the west to the east, and that was quite an adjustment from where we moved to. All right. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of Florida. I've only been there once, and I want to go to Disney World sometime, but other than that. 7 of Cups. Not every cup has all the options in it you need. Salt and sugar both look the same, and they can both poison you. So when you're looking at all of the cups and all of the options, make sure that what you are choosing between has all of the options that you need. Yeah, Florida's no bueno. Eight of Swords. Release yourself from your mental imprisonments. Whatever's holding you prisoner, release it. Eight of Wands. That'll bring in communication, fast communication. So start looking in all of those cups. Make sure that they all have options that are something that you want, need, desire, that aren't going to hurt you. Release the guilt, the burdens, the shame, like the mental imprisonments around it. And then messages will come in. They could be spiritual, they could be any type of way. What part of Georgia would you move to? Or what part of Alabama would you move to? I've never, true story, I haven't done a lot of traveling. So I haven't spent a lot of time in the ocean, although it has been calling for a long time. We lived on the west, we were landlocked. The Lovers, how are you embodying Gemini energy? How are you finding the love of your life and coming into maybe unions? Ooh. Nine of Pentacles. Building financial stability and abundance. Nine of Pentacles. When our heart vibrates at the same frequency as money, love and money are the same vibration. So when you are in union or when you are in love, your money typically will be good. If you're not really in love, you can tell your money will reflect it. That is always beneficial, to be financially stable. Page of Swords and Four of Swords. So this could have to do with maybe an immature female that's air sign. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. And that's like that kind of cutting, biting, just games. And this comes with betrayal. There's been knives in your back. You've had to sleep with one eye open, and rest has been tense. So if you don't like where you're at, how are you maybe not feeling quite as relaxed as you need? Ooh. Let's see. Queen of Wands. So that's having all of your passions, your desires. This can be a feminine energy or masculine sitting in their feminine energy and sitting in that balance of I have everything that I love and I want and I need. There's no desire that I have that's met. I'm not, I'm sitting in that energy of just contentment. Justice. This is all of the scales being balanced, using the swords to release and balance what has maybe been holding you back. The sun of this is Leo energy. The sun being Leo energy and celebrating the day. How do you, again, when you're looking in all of those cups, start using logic, discernment, release the betrayals, release the immature energies. When we start doing that, we'll be able to fill our own cup and bring justice to our own lives, and then be able to live happier, freer lives. When you start releasing people, places, things that no longer align with you, you start living happier. Yeah, it sounds simple. Maybe it doesn't. I don't know. All right. It's not fun. I mean, it is fun, but it's not fun because, God, source, universe, ghosts, paranormal, they're very bossy, they're very pushy, they have no filter, which I guess I have no filter too. And they don't always respect boundaries. Spirits actually respect boundaries better than humans do. Joy. Like a child, I discover joy in the simplicity of life. Happiness lies in magical moments, not in the material. Even the smallest joy is a great source of light. Joy. Like a child, I discovered joy in the simplicity of life. Happiness lives in magical moments. Magical moments, not in the material. Even the smallest joy is a great source of light. So when I say like spirit comes through and they're bossy, like it will be late at night and all of a sudden you'll have just messages come through, or someone wants to talk to their relative and they know that you'll be able to relay the message. And sometimes they don't leave you alone for days until you figure out who you need to deliver a message to. So, all right, let's see. Goodness. I overcome my imperfections, polish my character, and feed on the positive. Thus I free myself, allow my goodness to manifest and become a source of joy. Through gentleness, I offer unconditional support, understanding, and love to myself and others. All right. I'm going to hop in. We'll do the Twin Flame Oracle. So. All right. My name is Lara Jo. I am SirenSong Lover. Gonna pull some cards from the Twin Flame Oracle. Hope you're having a good night. Let's see. Perception. Red flags, delusion, perspective. See through your own false beliefs. Okay. Perception. Red flags, delusion, perspective. See through your own false beliefs. Okay. Twin Flame Oracle. Maybe you need to be changing your perspective on how you're communicating what you want, need, and desire with those in your environment around you. All right. Release. Loosen your hold, relax, unwind, release fear, anxiety, and doubt. Okay, so my name's Lara Jo, SirenSong Lover. If you'd like to donate to the channel, you can always tip, or my Cash App is capital S for Siren, capital S for Song, capital L for Lover. Loss of self and identity. Discover your true self again. So loss of self and identity. Discover your true self again. So how have you been putting your needs behind everyone else's? How have you been someone else's something versus your own person? This is something I've been working through in the last few years myself, is who am I? Who do I show up in the world? I'm not so-and-so's mom. I'm not so-and-so's wife. I'm not an employee of such and such. Who am I? Because I don't know who that woman is anymore. Fear, darkness, hesitation, insecurity. Know that you are protected. So fear, don't let fear hold you back. Don't let the unknown keep you from living your greatest life. Like, what's the worst that could happen? And if it all goes right, like, what's the best that could happen? I love being like, and then what happened? And then what happened? Like, what's the next thing that happened? And if that wasn't monumental, and if it won't matter in 5 days, why are we so hung up on it now? If it's something really big, like the loss of your identity, maybe you need to address why you're feeling that fear and decide what the best route is for you. Receive. Open-minded, abundant, ready. It's your time to receive. Be willing, be open to receive. Receiving is that very feminine, beautiful energy. When we receive graciously, whether we're male or female, it is in that beautiful just embodiment of femininity. And if you're a man and you can balance between the masculine and feminine, such a beautiful quality. Soulmate. When we balance between both masculine and feminine, I can't talk. When we balance between both masculine and feminine, we bring in soulmate, compatibility, companionship, your best life partner. When you start balancing your life and you start opening to receive, you will get everything you want, need, and desire. This is like the friend that they've got your back and they walk side by side with you. So do the dark, heavy shadow work so that you can receive the best love possible. Marriage, legal partnership, commitment, marital bond, and societal contract. Marriage. Legal partnership, commitment, marital bond, and societal contract. When you do the hard work to heal all those past traumas, hurts, pains, whatever, you start bringing love, marriage, commitment, soulmates. Open your heart to receive. Maybe I tell myself all this so that I can get the message too, because I forget a lot. Anywho, all right, my name's Lara Jo, SirenSong lover. Gonna pull some tarot cards. Hope you're having a beautiful night. Let's see if there's any messages in here that want to come out other than the oracles. Whew. Okay. Queen of Wands, again, sitting in that beautiful embodiment, female, fiery passion, having everything that you want, need, and desire. Sun. The sun shines upon you. I love that both of these are considered kind of Leo cards. The Queen of Wands and the Sun are Leo because they are fire signs. So I love that those come out together in that kind of symbolic of masculine and feminine. We think of the Sun as a very masculine, take charge, bold energy. We have to embody this after we've moved out of 10 of Swords. This is ultimate betrayal. This is everything has been in your back. Like you have to sit in your embodiment. There was, again, betrayal, deception, third parties, just the ones you thought had your back and loved you the most were the ones that had swords in your back. Woo. All right, let's see. Judgment, everything that has been done in the dark is coming to light. Everything needs to be balanced out, weighed out. You have to measure your heart against a feather to determine the weight of purity. And what that's saying is not that obviously no one's heart would be the weight of the feather. What it's saying is when you had the chance to do good or bad, did you choose justly or did you choose unfairly? And when you can't control what situation came to you, the only thing you can control is the choice you made about it. So this fine balance is that weight of, was the act justified? Was it in balance? Okay. Let's see. I'm going to take a few more cards here. Four of Pentacles, this is financial hoarding. This is feeling scarcity, lack, like everything's gonna leave your hands. You can't live life in the fear, because everything that you fear and you focus on will come true. So instead, how do you start retraining your brain? How do you start looking at the balance of Pentacles, bringing forth like the balance between the physical and the spiritual? How do you start bringing your ideas into the physical and bringing your physical into the future, or like into the better reality? You have to start balancing and start realizing what is the best way to invest. Sometimes you do have to sit and meditate. Explain which ordeal. Say, Davy. Okay. So if you want, I could do like a read here, or you and I can schedule and we can do a one-on-one outside of like through business, like Zoom kind of thing. We can email. Depends on what you want or need. Yeah, no, the car. Okay, so I always catch myself because my intuition is typically pretty right on. And then I do have very reactive, so typically like things do fly out of my hands, they fly towards me, like it's always just so yeah. Okay. If you want to we can do just like a general card read, and then, or if you would like to donate to the ministry, I always love that. Let's just put it that way. And if you want to do a future read down the road, one-on-one, not with everybody around, then we can book through my website. All right. Okay. You want to think of a question, and then we'll pull some cards on it? Put your energy and intention into the card. On the bottom of the deck is 10 of Cups. So that is wish fulfillment, love, happily ever after. That's how that goes. So just to start out, but I want you to take a breath and think about what it is, whatever you want to think about. And then, okay, moving. We'll take the general feeling about it as being one of happiness. Wherever you're moving to next, she'll bring happiness. Let's focus the intention that. But we'll ask, so what is the verdict on moving? What intuitive information do we need? And okay, first card out. Hold on. Well, Georgia is warm with trees. Okay. So the first impression with the job is, yes, it brings you financial and like it brings you that financial abundance. And you get to enjoy the finer things in your environment. So the job brings that. It brings you stability. Problem is I have a feeling it doesn't bring your heart like that. Just, it doesn't make your heart skip for joy. And if it's not like a hell yes, then it should be a F no. Because life is too short to be anything less than ecstatic about what you're doing. But let's go take another round through the cards, see what else pops out, because like the job provides stability. The job provides you with the things that you like to do that are kind of finer things in life, such as like art and animals and nature. The Fool. So this card I have a lot to say about the Christian part of everything and the almighty dollar, but that's not for general. The Fool, be willing to leap out into new adventures. The Fool's Journey, that's like you have no idea what is going on out in that big old world. You're in love, you've got like beauty, and you're not watching where you're going, but sometimes that is what you need to do. Even if you are afraid because you don't know what it'll look like, or financially you don't know what it looks like, you have to be able to just keep going. And you know what? So that is a very good point, though, moving from Michigan to Nevada. It's like you don't know what you're doing, but you just got to go. And I understand that it's like that pull within your heart that if it's meant for you, you're going to go. It doesn't matter. And I get that completely. All right. Woo. Okay, Four of Swords. You have to be watching out, though. It feels like there's somebody or something in your environment that does not wish well for you. Like, it feels like there's some kind of... like, you don't have all of the information about wanting to move. And I don't know what that means. Like, you're going to have to put that where it fits and sits in your life. Like, yeah, so... and it does feel like, it feels like there is betrayal, and it could be the boss, it could be any number of things, but while it provides you that financial stability, if it feels like there's deception, betrayal, the environment, if it's making you sick, be willing to just radically pivot and throw caution to the wind. I mean, if it feels right, do it. If it doesn't, don't. But what's the worst that could happen? What's the best that could happen? I love to think like that. Like, don't be like, oh, I mean, I do like to do that when we're spiraling. Like, be like, okay, for 5 minutes, be like, what's the worst that could happen? And just spiral. But then at 5 minutes, be like, okay, you know what? We don't need to do that anymore. Okay. You can also do the game, though, is like, what's the best that could happen? Be like, okay, I leave my job. And then what happens? I find new job in a different state, and I get a salary raise, and it's right by the beach. And so start fantasizing about what your life looks like if everything was a green light and worked out to the best. Like, we're going to do law of attraction, like anything that wants us, like anything that we want wants us. And also law of assumption. Anything that we want is already ours. All we have to do is sit back and breathe and relax. So, Arizona has plenty of solar tech jobs, I'm sure. I only say that because we came from Arizona. It was the Valley of the Sun, so. All right. Four of Swords, again, betrayal came back out. So, if the environment does not feel right for you, if the boss doesn't feel right, I would just take whatever job. Hey, man. You want the answers? Be careful what you wish for. Seven of Swords, again, just betrayals, deception, lies. There is something going on that you maybe aren't seeing, that they aren't showing you. Yes. It's in the cards. Okay, like, you said you wanted to see cards drop. Like, I dropped, like, 10 cards on the floor, and I'm not reading all those right now because I don't have all that kind of energy. Just fair. All right. Okay, Temperance. Temperance, you have to... patience, balance. This is Sagittarius energy, 14. You have to use patience and balance. Let's just say it like that. All right. the Empress, sit in your divine embodiment that you have everything that you want and need, and that you will always be provided for as long as you are doing everything out of love. Like when we do things out of pain and hatred, that's not sitting in Empress energy. That's sitting in that Page of Cups energy. That's sitting in like not committed, not sure about anything. So let's see. Whew. Say, Davy, do you not normally watch tarot? What drew you in? You were needing answers? That's how we all get into it. Nothing made sense. Nothing felt right. Well, okay. Fair. Yeah, the problem is once you start getting answers, then you don't stop. Like, you're just going to keep growing and evolving and learning. That's the whole point of the path. We all are here to help each other grow, learn, evolve, and teach. So, yeah. All right. Yeah. So, I mean, that's like the biggest thing with life. We always have to change, grow, and adapt because otherwise we get phased out. Yep. And when you're willing to pivot, you're going to keep holding on to that Queen of Pentacles. So, yeah. Let's see. What is the vibe? So, say Davy wants to move. What is the vibe? Will it be positive? I guess... because I feel like we've got like the vibes of what's going on behind the scenes where you're currently at. It does feel like there's deceptions, betrayals, like you don't have all the answers. So let's see. It feels like anything you're going to do with that, you're going to keep the financial stability. And the Sun, you'll have celebration. So you will be moving. It will be positive. It will be like, this is one of the most auspicious cards in the whole deck is the Sun, and so it will have like a positive outcome. You just have to be willing to go with the flow. Yeah, a lot of individuals have definitely, we've seen a lot of different colors from a lot of different individuals, and we've all had to look at everyone with new perspectives. My family members, and there were all of them pretty well, were on that train, and I didn't realize until Corona and how divisive everything was, how much I didn't want to be around those demographics. 8 of Swords, releasing from the mental imprisonments. So as we release from the mental imprisonments, whether it be family obligation, shame, guilt, we move into a happier headspace. So 7 of Cups again came out. You have to look at all of the choices, all of the options. Make sure every cup has something that you want in it. Because some of those have snakes, some of those have birds, some of those have plants. Education, travel, you have to decide what you want in your cup, in your option. Weigh everything out carefully. Whew. 6 of Cups. This goes, look at the past, review the past. 6 of Cups is nostalgia, past lovers. Go back and look at the past and determine what was worth keeping and what maybe you don't need to keep anymore. And the Chariot. When you start using that discernment, you'll start bringing in forward, rapid motion. So sit, look at all your options, look at the past, release yourself from mental imprisonment, and then move forward swiftly. Hopefully those messages help. I am Larry Joe, SirenSong lover. I would pull a few more cards. We'll just go to the Zodiac Oracle. Pull a few cards out of there. not normally this sleepy, or I don't normally come in this late. Today's been a crazy busy day. So, anyway. All right. Gemini, the twins, the lovers. Let's see, any other cards that want to come out here? There's Cancer out here. There's water. There's some fire. Scorpio. So water, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I think you can go donate. I think there's a tip button. Otherwise, I'm on Cash App at SirenSong Lover, capital S Siren, capital S Song, capital L Lover. You can also email me at SirenSongLover@yahoo.com, and we can work on details there too. All right, let's see. Any other cards coming out here? We're gonna say Mars. Use that bold, fiery passion. Think Aries. March forward. Use that Mars energy to conquer the life that you want the most. And Libra, do everything. I don't have Ko-Fi. Oh, now you're using words I don't know. I'm going to have to go look that up. Libra, use balance in everything that you do. Yeah. Okay. I'll just say here. I don't have Ko-Fi. I don't know. I'll look into it. Yeah. I've got to look into a lot of things. I'm always ever evolving, growing, and expanding. But, and yeah. I'll have to look it up. Anyway. How long have you been doing solar power plants? Okay. How long have you been in Nevada? I mean, we don't have to talk about all that. That's personal, but I'm just, chit-chatting. Okay. I didn't know if Nevada was the same amount of time as power plants, but all right. Do you like it, or is it mid? Okay. Put some cards here. Blue. I'm gonna pull out some well, it's because it's too hot, man. We're gonna do some mermaid oracle messages. We'll just roll through those. All right. What is the answer? Trust in your own divine intuition that you will be guided to the right place at the right time. We are always in the right place at the right time. Trust in yourself to guide yourself. And then inner knowing, confirmation, inner knowing that what you need, you have. Hello, how are you tonight? I'm Lara Jo, SirenSong Lover. Hope you're having a beautiful night. How did you get into working in solar power plants? Let's ask that question. Was that like you knew that's what you wanted to do since you were a little kid? Is it Kushi 124? How are you, my love? Solitude. Do you feel like you're sitting alone? Because sometimes we need to be alone to hear our own thoughts. And sometimes we need to be alone to hear what we need and want and desire. Relaxation. How are you filling your solitude with relaxation, self-love, and self-care? How are you filling your own cup today? I could see coming from Detroit. You used to work in a factory. That tracks. Did you have to do special education for the job that you have now? Let's see. Go with the flow. Be willing to pivot. When life hands you lemons, make lemonade. And I know that that's like such a cliche saying, yet it's true. Even if it stinks, you can still get something out of it. Gratitude. Love the confirmation. Gratitude. Make sure you're showing thanks to where you were before and where you're going to go in the future. Yeah. Re-energize. Connect with the earth. Connect with yourself. Connect with your breath. Make sure you're thanking yourself for how far you've come. Connect with your body. Connect with the earth to re-energize. Sometimes in order to get all the clarity that we need when we meditate, we need to reconnect. It's true. If you don't try, you don't know. And who wants to live a life with like shoulda, coulda, woulda? Ask for help. Ask for help when you need it. Ask for guidance when you need it. And be willing to keep moving forward, even if you're scared. Here's a brave merman. Keep moving forward. Do so in love. Even if you're standing alone. Okay? Always be willing to keep moving forward, even if you're standing alone. Okay. Any other burning questions we have out there tonight? How long ago did you get that last reading? Okay. So do you feel like you got confirmation that you're on the right track? Well, so so here's the trick with readings. It does not matter the source. It's whether it feels like it resonates, like if there's details that say, like sometimes it'll be like a detail on a card, or it'll be like a song, or it'll be like a reference or word or a color. That's how you'll start finding that guidance as to where you need to go. Which OG deck? A Rider-Waite deck? No. I have a lot of decks, but not the Rider-Waite is probably the one you're thinking of. That's like the classic. Actually, okay, if you give me like 5 minutes, I can get out a different old one that might interest you. The one your mom had was probably the Rider-Waite, and you probably actually picked up a lot more information than you realized if you ever touched it or studied it. Yeah, no, every deck has death in it, baby. Every deck, like every tarot deck from the Rider, like every deck has Rider-Waite as pretty well its premise, and they all have it's an energy. So like that card, it's the energy, and that's that rebirth and life cycle. So it's endings and new beginnings. So sometimes that card's in every deck in some way, shape, form, or another. They just may call it something slightly different. But okay, if you just give me a minute or two, and then I will pull out another deck, and I'll be right back. All right. I'm back in. Larry Joe, SirenSong Lover. Can't keep water in my mouth, apparently. Let's see. I'm gonna pull from the Animal Spirit Oracle. The Wild Unknown Animal Spirit Oracle. See if there's any totem animals we can get in here. For any confirmations, this is where I'm pulling from. On the bottom of the deck is Crow. How do you use that divine crone knowledge to bring in the answers that you need? How do you start looking at things with keen eyes and shrewd observation? Crows are very well known for their intelligence and their memory. I have out here the phoenix. How do you constantly transform and rebirth yourself and go through the cycles of life? Don't let them scare you. The phoenix, when it goes and it's consumed, it isn't consumed and turned, like it goes up in flames and then turns to smoke and rises above the ashes. Like, how do you continually re-transform your life? And sometimes we do it daily. Like, sometimes we are daily being the phoenix in our own lives. Okay. And I dropped 2 cards on the floor because that's what we're really good at. Okay. The Panther. How do you use the fierce tenacity, agile grace, speed, and elk? How do you protect yourself and defend? Earth energy. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. There's any other cards in here. Nightingale. Start singing your own song. Start finding your own path. Fall in love with life again. Find your voice. Our energy wave carries great significance that we don't realize. So how do you start singing and asking for what you want and bringing joy and gratitude back in your life? Rabbit, do you need to be letting go of any tension? If so, how is that maybe blocking your manifestations from coming in? Okay. Rabbit coming back out. So any sexual tension that is maybe holding you back, or there could be a pregnancy coming. Let's hope not, if that's not what you desire. All right. Let's see. You have any questions out there? How's your night going? Is Earth treating you well? Is Earth making you sad? It's made me sad a lot recently. Okay, so we have the Thoth Tarot deck. Yes! Oh my gosh! Earth is just earthing right now. And we all need to breathe and relax and meditate, drink our water. That's what I found is the easiest thing to do right now when Earth is earthing and making us all sad. Breathe, meditate, drink your water, relax, hold on for dear life. Like, yeah. Vessel in time. Do you want to ask a question about Earth? Yeah. Positive affirmations all the freaking time. Like, okay, so one of the biggest positive affirmations, I've had a lot of fear creep in, and I've been having to say a lot of times, like, freedom over fear. Like, it was faith over fear, and now when I feel fear creeping in, it's freedom over fear. Oh, okay. Vessel in time. I'm going to grab a different deck. Because I can pull some tarot, but I'm going to go to a different deck. Because I think there's different answers here we need, my love. Cool. And those. Okay. Okay, vessel time. Sorry, my love. Okay. Okay. Why does the ability to work keep being interfered with? All right. Spirit team. Okay. So I pulled out the Evil Eye deck from King of Aloha because I have a feeling this has more to do. Pardon me. We'll just say those are confirmation burps. It has more to do with, like, people interfering. So that's why I switched gears. Because if we're doing the right steps, if we're doing the work, it may not be us. It may be outside parties. Spirit team. Your spirit team has your back right now. You are not alone. So your spirit team has your back right now. You are not alone. So if you feel like the world is coming against you, like everything is just kind of falling apart in your hands, you've got angels, guides, guardians, ancestors watching over you and helping you. Do you ask them, do you grant them permission to come in and help you, or do you work with a spirit team? Yeah. Magic. Like baneful magic. Because it comes in, they'll send like graveyard magic. Return to sender with energy work, cleansing, and prayer. What they did to you will be sent back to them wrapped in a bow. Okay, return to sender with energy work, cleansing, and prayer. What they did to you will be sent back to them wrapped in a bow. So, my love, what I would ask that you start doing, yeah. So we'll put like blocks in there. So, what I love to do if people are sending stuff to me, like health issues, car issues, just endings, and I've had a lot of those sent to me, I return it to sender. I ask Archangel Michael, and I'll just run through that with what I do real quick. I just say, Archangel Michael, I grant you permission to step in and protect me. Send a bubble of golden yellow light and mirror it back to those who have wished harm upon me. And you'll ask for it to go top to bottom, front to back, side to side, inside out, as above, so below. So you'll just ask for, and when you say, like, when you end what you want, what your statement is, grant it with your name. So for me, it'd be like Perlera. So that way you're saying, I want you to work on my behalf and send it back. I'm not to get it back. And karma doesn't need spells. Karma is divine. So when you send things back, you're not sending it back banefully. You're sending it back as like, hey, that's not mine. I didn't originate. I send it back. Okay. Let's see if there's any other. Black salt power. Use black salt to break hexes and repel unwanted energies. Black salt power. Use black salt to break hexes and repel unwanted triggers, unwanted energies. Do you use black salt? Do you know how to make black salt, or do you know where you can get it? Because if not, I can tell you how to make it really quick. Okay, so for black salt, you would take, and do you burn incense? Okay, so what I do for black salt, and this is because it's your own incense, so you're putting your own intention in it. So take a dish of salt, and you would just put the incense down into the salt, like, and light it, and the ashes will fall into the salt. And when you light that incense, you set that intention of, I'm putting protection into this incense, into that salt. When you have the ash into that salt, then you would take and you would mix it up. And the black salt, I would put along the door, like the door edges, put it along the window ledges, and then leave it for about 24 hours and then vacuum it up. I also like to, for protection, do you have selenite, or do you know about selenite? Okay, so for selenite, and then do you have nightmares at all? Selenite, I love to put on the windowsills or above doorways, and selenite helps to pull that negativity out when it comes through. For nightmares, are you ready? Am I giving you too much information, or is this helpful? Okay. All right, my love. We're gonna work through some things here, okay? And if it's too much information, let me know and we can talk about it another day. Love you. Okay. Can you email me and SirenSongLover@yahoo.com, and we can just ask me and we can go through it. I can send you a message with what we talked about if you want. Okay. Okay. So, like I say, if you want to email me and just put somewhere in there, well, and you can always go back and do the replay too, because it'll be in the replay. But it's Siren, SIREN, song, SONG, lover, LOVER. I know that was really fast. At yahoo.com. So for nightmares, if you have nightmares, you can take and put obsidian or black tourmaline in each of the corners of your room. And I like to do it in each of the corners of the house, and that helps kind of grid and take out any negativity, and it helps with nightmares. I also like to take each of those black stones and put them around my bed, and that helps with, like I say, it helped immensely with nightmares when I finally gridded my house and my bed and my room with the black stones and the selenites on each of the entry points. I am Lara Jo, SirenSong lover, pulling some cards, doing an energy collective read, doing an energy clear. If you have any questions, come on in, ask away. I always love donations. You can tip or Cash App Siren, capital S, Song, capital S, Lover, capital L. The card I have out here, the Hermit. How do you need to be going within? Number 9, the Hermit, going within to find the answers that you need. We as readers, we can provide synchronicities. We can also provide guidance and clues, but ultimately you have to decide what you need for your medicine and your help, okay? So how are you looking for the answer within? Vessel in time, I'll respond to you. I'll make sure, I'll check before we get off to make sure that I got that email from you. And then it may take me a day or so to respond, but I'll definitely send you some notes on the black salt, the term, like the gridding for nightmares, and then about selenite. If anybody else wants that information, please ask for feedback, ask for suggestions on things that you may need assistance on, and I can be posting those. If you need, email me, sirensonglover@yahoo.com. I have my website, sirensonglover.in, for any help that you may need. Princess of Cups, how have you been sitting in that emotions of maybe like lovey, dreamy, but maybe not having a full mature emotional capacity, kind of like a temper tantrum. And Prince of Cup, like that's kind of the masculine counterpart. So if you've been trying to deal with love situations, maybe how have you both been, or you, and I say both, like you and any partner, maybe been experiencing bouts of childish behavior, or maybe have been experiencing where it's kind of like temper tantrum. Six of Swords. This is how do you need to be cutting through those betrayals and looking at the past and moving forward into calmer waters. How do you need to be using discernment to no longer carry forth past behaviors that haven't served you well? This feels like a broken record for the collective. We need to be cleaning up our karmic debts. We need to be cleaning up our addictions and our patterns. Vessel in time, I love that we talk about PTSD. Again, I know we talked about it yesterday, but truly somatics and breath work, meditation, yoga, they all help incredibly well with PTSD, because it really is about listening to your body and calming your nervous system. Knight of Discs. This is building your financial stability. When you move out of maybe deception, betrayal, behaviors that don't serve you, and you start looking at your own emotions, you will start embodying a more mature financial or stable position. Yes, it's slow growing. Yes, it's like slow growing, like it's slow moving. 9 of Pentacles is like it's coming, but they're riding a turtle to get here. So your finances are building. It just takes time. Like, you may have taken some losses, you may have taken some hits, and you just have to rest and relax and breathe, meditate, drink your water. Sorry, I dropped cards again. I guess that works out really well because I can never actually truly stay in my seat. So the fact that I drop cards all the time just supports that theory. One day soon I'll just be standing because, yeah. Okay. Queen of Wands. Again, we're sitting in our passions and we have everything that we want and need. Like, we know what we want. We know what we need. We know that we're stable and we're balanced. So how are you sitting in your fiery, passionate energy, but it's like you have everything, all of your passions are fulfilled. Eight of Cups. You've done all of the hard work. You've done the emotional toil and labor. Eight of Cups. It's time to walk away from that. You'll have abundance. You'll have Three of Cups. You'll have celebrations. You just have to be willing to put in the hard work. All the toil and labor to get you to where you need to be. All right. I am Layer Joe, SirenSong lover, doing a collective read, energy clear. Should you wish to donate to my ministry, you can tip here or Cash App, capital S for Siren, capital S for Song, capital L for Lover. Seven of Wands. How have your past passions and like how have those choices helped build or decrease from your desires, goals, needs? Okay. Okay. See if there's any other cards that want to come out. And not a whole stack and not fly on the floor. All right. Five of Cups. You feel like you've been left out in the cold in an emotional adventure, like the whole world's turned against you. And that's not necessarily true. Just maybe that you need to be moving to a different area to have your cups fulfilled. And Five of Pentacles. Again, this speaks to lack. It's emotional, like distress, being left out in the cold. Be willing to move away from people, places, things. All right. Let's